Good afternoon everyone, and welcome to my first live video on Very Nice Jammers fan page. Just bear with me because I don't have any special tools, I don't have any special stands, I don't have any special quality items to actually create this video, so I'm going to try my best to try and get the best lighting that I can for you guys. Hoping that will be okay, especially if I sit, maybe, yeah, it's not going to work that great for me. So if I pull this down a little, maybe that will help. Is that any better? We might have to play with the blinds a little bit during the video, but welcome. My name's Olivia Scholl. I am your Jamberry consultant, independent consultant, and I'm really excited today to introduce you to our newest product called Colour Cure. I'm not sure how many of you have actually seen this product before, but this one here is absolutely amazing. Jamberry have been so innovative in creating this. Basically, they've created a hybrid. It is a mishmash of lacquer and gel rolled all into one. So if you can basically think about all the things that you love about polish and lacquer and all the things that you love about shellac or True Shine in our case. True Shine is basically Jamberry's brand of shellac. So it's a gel enamel. If you can think about the two things that you truly love about those products, or the multiple things you love about those products, if you jam those in together, you have Colour Cure. The other thing is it basically removes the things that you don't like about those other products. So you really have the most wonderful product when you learn all about Colour Cure. I'm so excited, and as you can tell, I'm really excited to be doing a live for you. I am quite nervous. I haven't done a public live like this one before, so if you're not watching the video with us now, I can see Mel has joined us. Hi Mel. Thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, if you can just tell that I'm really excited in the fact that I'm doing a public video. So I basically want to introduce you to it, show you how it works. I want to do a removal. The removal is probably one of the most exciting things about this product. Lacquer, yes, it comes off pretty easily, but yes, it comes off easily while you're wearing it too. So Colour Cure generally has the long wear. They're saying 7 to 10 days, which is fantastic. But some people are getting much more. So it really depends on how hard you are on in your own lifestyle. Hey Alison, how you going? You know, some people are constantly using their hands. Some people work on farms. Some people are dog groomers. Some people are opening boxes constantly. Some people are lucky enough to actually sit in the chair and have people do things for them. That's really good too. But basically it means that this product wears differently for everyone, and it means that this is a good product for most people, not necessarily everyone, but you'll see what I'm talking about when I get into it. So first things first, Colour Cure are 8 free, and if you don't know what 8 free is really exciting, because if you're familiar with your Salon quality nail products, a lot of them do actually have some really heavy chemicals in them, some really nasty ones, and some that are really not so good for you. If you've heard of formaldehyde, camphor, taurine, I think it's pronounced, Jamberry actually have removed 8 of the top chemicals that are actually in some of those Salon products. There is nothing on the market like Colour Cure, and particularly being 8 free. So there is no base coat like with a gel. There is no top coat. Some people are happy with 1 coat. Most people are finding that it's 2. So while this little bottle here, I'm going to show you one of our little bottles. While this little bottle doesn't seem like much, you're getting 20 to 25 applications out of this little bottle, and you don't have to worry about your base coat or top coat. So as you can already tell, up against a gel, I'm not knocking gels because I love gels, but if I don't have time and I don't want to do the removal process, this doesn't quite last as long as a gel, as far as I'm understanding. This is a really new product, and not everyone has given us a review yet, so bear with us while we do that. But gel obviously is really, really hardy, but you do generally have at least 5 layers with your base coat, usually a minimum of 3 colours, and then a top coat as well. So, and you're curing in between each one of those. So with this, you do 1 coat of colour, you pop it under the lamp for 99 seconds, you do possibly 1 more coat if you're wanting 2 coats, pop it back under the lamp again, and that's it. You don't even have to wipe your manicure. You basically just have to leave it polymerize. And polymerize, yes, it's a difficult word, but it basically means let your nails cure in natural light for about 60 seconds after completing your manicure. So after the 60 seconds, if it's at night time, I say about 2 minutes, but if it's during the day, 30 to 60 seconds, because it's that natural light that helps cure your nails. Now you'll notice I've actually got on my nails all that jazz, and I do have one already removed, and that's because I had a couple of friends over on Thursday night having a play with the colour cure, and I was demonstrating how easily this can actually be removed. So today, that is my first thing off the rank, is showing you how to remove your colour cure. So while that doesn't seem very exciting to some, nope, no top coat, Mel, no top coat needed at all for colour cure. So basically, I'm going to start off with the removal, and Jamberry have this fantastic, now I'm trying to get some good lighting there, they have this great, is that back to front or is that around the right way? Let me know. I can actually flip the camera so you can guys see which way, I think, but that might take a little bit of learning to do as well. But this is Jamberry's nail wrap and lacquer remover, and the most exciting part about this is that this, if you can see there, is non-acetone. It is back to front. Okay, I will try and flip it around. I'm just not quite sure how to do that. If anyone knows how to do that, you can type that in the comments there. But yes, non-acetone. We don't need acetone to remove our colour cure. So that is my most favourite part about this, is that it can be removed so easily and without damage. So basically I'm going to show you exactly what I do, and everyone has a different method. Some people are actually putting a little bit of this Jamberry remover into a little jar, and they're just soaking their fingers in there for 2 to 3 minutes, and you can generally see that it starts bubbling and it's ready to basically not peel off but be wiped away. It becomes quite gelatinous. It almost goes back to, how do I can't describe how it goes. But basically I've just got some cotton rounds. Okay, I don't worry about the lint free for the actual removal as such. Like when I'm doing manicures and doing my prep, I do use lint free pads, but for the removal I don't. So you can get a little jar, pour some of this in there and soak them, but I really love these little clips. You can actually mimic these clips with aluminium foil as well. So all you need to do, Jamberry's little pop top, okay, so you twist it to open it, and it has a little cap, and you sit it on the table there, and you take your little half of your round. I've cut them in half because you don't need it to go over your entire finger, just on the nail. And I fold that into half, and if you can see, it's a pump action, okay, and that wets the actual little cotton round. Now you have to pump it a few times when you haven't used it for a day or two. I've actually not used it for a little while, because I've had this mani on for a while. When was it that I did it? I think it was Sunday that I did it. So this one here, as you can see, is wearing really well. The only signs of wear that I have, I'm trying to get that to focus for you. The only signs of wear that I do have is on my middle finger on my right hand. And I did clean my car this week, and I was finding that I was using that nail as a tool like we're not supposed to. And I was using it with the cloth in the crevices to clean out some of the grime and things. So I was constantly rubbing that, and I was using my nails as a tool. But that is the only wear that I currently have on this mani after 7 days, I think it is today. So 7 days, they're saying 7 to 10 days, but people are getting far more. So just pop some non-acetone remover. The Jamberry one is the best for this, they are saying that. just pop that on the top of your nail and pop on your clip or some aluminium foil. As I said, you can use your little jar. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, but so long as you're using a non-acetone, because acetone can be really drying to your hands. That's the other thing with gel, is that you do need acetone. The other thing I didn't do was, you will notice that I have a wrap on my ring finger. I need to take that one off. I could just put the clip on over and it would almost soak the wrap off, but because I've got the colour cure underneath, I'm just going to, can you see what I'm doing here? I'm just peeling that off because I've got the protection of the colour cure. Don't ever just pull your jams off. That's your nail wraps. If you're unfamiliar with jams, that's your nail wraps. If you do have them on your naked nail, do not rip them off, because it is basically a very strong adhesive. It is easily reduced down with some oil or some of our nail wrap remover, but don't ever just pull it off. Alright, I'm going to try and keep up with your comments down below, but as you can tell, I'm pretty into this. So if I don't respond, maybe just pop the question again and I'll see that it's coming up. So you got a little jar for yours, Alison? Yes, a mouth big enough for you to be able to put your hand in. That's a really, really good tip. Thank you for that. So if you do use a jar to actually soak them off, now I've got that wrap off, you can see. Yeah, make sure the mouth is big enough to be able to put your hand into the jar. So just a couple of pumps just to wet that, popping that on. And does anyone know, and I'm going to ask if there's anyone there that's not a Jamberry consultant, does anyone know how long this will take for me to get off? Because we've got a couple of Jamberry consultants watching because they're loving this product. I'm only going to do the one hand for you guys today because obviously I'm taking a lot longer to do everything, being that I'm demonstrating for you. Alright, actually that one's not quite wet enough. I'm just going to wet that again. And pop it into my little clip. And pop it over my nail. Alright, the clips, they actually just help them stay nice and snug on your nail. So it means that that remover is right on your nail and it's not going anywhere. Alright, so anyone want to guess how long it's actually going to take to remove this? So lacquer doesn't take long to remove because in most cases it's generally chipped quite a lot anyway. We all know that polish and lacquer doesn't last so long. And gels, I have never had real success in getting it off in a real quick manner. Some people say they can get it off in about 20 minutes. But doing it myself, I've got to do one hand and then I've got to do the other hand. So if it is 20 minutes, it generally takes you about 40 to 50 minutes anyway, just in being able to do one hand and then the other. But I'm finding no one's taken a guess, so I'm actually going to tell you 2 to 3 minutes is all you need to soak this. Whereas gel, you need to soak for at least 20 minutes before you even start to take it off. But being that you're using acetone with your gels, it is really, really drying. So using the non-acetone, it's much more user-friendly. So I'm not sure what time it is, guys. I don't have a clock in here, so hopefully I don't keep you all too long. But I think the video does cut out at an hour anyway, so hopefully we won't be here that long. But yeah, I'm just going to leave those on for a minute. Now maybe I'll spin the camera around and I'll introduce you to our lamp while I'm actually letting those soak. If you guys have any questions, okay, bear with me. As I said, I don't have any special tools. Okay, so here you go. Here's our lamp. And the great thing about our lamp, watch this. I didn't push any buttons. This is self-activating. So you pop your hand in the lamp and it's got the little timer on the top. You've got a selection of 99 seconds, 60 seconds, or 30 seconds. Now, ideally, Colour Cure lamp is the best thing for Colour Cure. It has the right wavelengths and it has the right time frame and things like that. Perfect for your Colour Cure. So you do want to select your 99 seconds. You can have it the auto on and off, but you can do a manual setting as well so that you can put your hand under and push the button too. So when I was doing my sample sticks, I found that that didn't turn on automatically. I had to had to actually push the manual button. So you do have both options with the lamp. Now, is what they call LED UV. And a lot of people are saying, oh, but I don't like UV. I don't want to use UV. Okay, I'll tell you a tip. Those light bulbs you're using in your household, they all have UV in them. Basically, what we're being told by Jamberry, the ones who have created these products, they're saying that the amount of UV that you actually are exposed to with this is no different to you like walking to your letterbox to get your mail. It's a very, very low amount. So it's combined LED with UV, and they're saying very, very safe to use. So out of this and some Salon products, this is definitely what my choice would be as far as healthy manis go. Nobody wants to be exposed to huge amounts of UV, so I highly recommend this lamp here. Now, if anyone wants to know how much the lamp is $94. People go, wow, $94, and I'm like, no, seriously, that is so cheap when you're talking Salon quality products. Our True Shine lamp is $60. And that is this big, to pop 4 fingers in, putting your toes in isn't so easy. As you can see with this one, I'm going to spin you around. I can put all 5 fingers in the lamp, and it has a removable plate on the bottom so that I can actually pick it up and put it over my toes when I'm doing a pedicure. So that in itself is fantastic. But if you want to try and purchase anything like this, from a Salon or anything like that, you're looking, you know, $150 to $450. So $94 is really, really, really good. So I've shown you that, but I reckon these have been on for a couple of minutes now. If anyone can tell me, has anyone been timing how long I've had these on? I'm going to take it off, and I'm hoping that you can focus in. This is the best part of it. Okay. Can you guys see that that is starting now? I'm going to try and get that to focus. See how that's already starting to come off? Are you excited by that? That's like 2 minutes. 2 minutes to take up a Salon quality mani. Okay, so watch this. Just giving that a little bit of a rub. Oh, look at that. How impressed are you? It's not quite gone, but that little bit that's on the end there is so, so soft. If it doesn't come off with just that little bit of pad that you already had in there, you can actually use like your little cuticle pusher or a little orange stick or something like that. So yeah, I'm going to be able to get that off just with rubbing. But you can take this and give it a gentle scratch because it is so soft. It's not like the gel that still stays in like little chips. So, so soft, and as you can see, there's no damage either. So 2 minutes with non-acetone removal, who doesn't love that? What do you think? How awesome is that? I need my little jar for my mess. I'm just going to pop it there. I'll take off the next one. Same thing again, look. You guys see that? Trying to get it to focus for you. It's not quite focusing. Just dropped my little pad there. But look at that, it's all crumbled up. It's all ready to come off. I just wipe that. And look how easy that comes off. That's like the application of a lacquer. Wears like a gel, but comes off not much more than a lacquer. So yes, you do have to soak it. Lacquers you generally don't. Okay, glitters you definitely do. Everyone knows you need a chainsaw for glitters. So you can see there that just a little bit of rubbing, and I could, that pad's probably gone a little bit dry, but I can seriously just take this, give it a little bit of a scratch because it's so soft. You want to make sure it's soft. Don't allow it to be still crispy, I guess you'd call it, like you would. There we go. And I've still got some under my nail as well because obviously I cap my ends very well. And I'm going to show you guys how to cap your ends. But how awesome is that? I've got 2 removed in, what, 30, 40 seconds? So taking off the next one again. And just wipe. So it's just amazing. Does anyone have any questions about that? Because that's obviously the boring part for you guys is watching me do the removal. But does anyone have any questions while we're going? Because I'm going to show you how to apply it and how quick that is. There is nothing like this on the market. If you like Salon quality mani for a fraction of the price. So we haven't talked about the price of the actual gel. It's not even a gel. We're calling it Color Cure. It is a hybrid, or we're calling it a hybrid. Basically, one bottle is $51. Now, if you think about how much it costs you to go to the salon and have one gel manicure done, is that $50? $50? Rachel, good question. Where is it made? I'm really, really excited and really, really proud to tell you guys this is made in Australia, in Brisbane. This is made in Australia. Can you believe that? So we're not only, you know, creating new innovative products, we're also supporting our locals. So really excited to say yes, it is made in Australia. What other questions do you have? So that one's there. Again, just rubbing. Yeah, so $51 I was saying for a bottle. Now, if you want to break that down, as I said earlier, you're getting 20 to 25 manicures based on 2 coats. Some people are happy with 1 coat. Black, you definitely need 3 coats. Blacks are always harder because they're not as heavily pigmented. It doesn't matter whether it's gel or Color Cure or whatever it is. But gels, people are saying that they have to do lots and lots of coats of the black to get a true black. Our black, past curfew, it is magic. It is so shiny, it is so black, and you only need 3 coats of that. So if you want to break it down for 2 manis, you're talking $2, I think it's $2.20 per manicure. Okay, so basically you're buying a bottle for the price that you're paying to go and get a manicure done. And I want to show you how easy this is to apply. As I said, my tools that I have to actually create this video, not so great. I don't have a tripod. I broke that one. So I'm basically using jars. I'm using boxes. I'm using whatever I can get my hands on to do this video. So now that I actually have all that off, beautiful, no damage. Got a little bit of fluff on that one. Previously to actually putting Color Cure on, I will be completely honest, I am not patient when it goes to taking off gel. So I have got a little bit of damage from where I've previously been wearing my gels and just basically soaking it for 10 minutes. You should soak it for about 15, 20. Just impatient, completely impatient. And I have got a little bit of damage on the end of my nails. You can see the difference as to where the old damage is. But while Color Cure doesn't promote this either, we are getting testimonies to say that some people are saying that their nails are actually coming out in better condition than they were beforehand. What salon mani does that? It's not promoted by Jamberry, that. We are just finding that some people are actually saying that that is what's happening. So please, if you don't come out with better quality nails, please don't hold that against me. But that's what some people are actually saying. So really, really happy with that. Like, just on the ends there, that's where the Color Cure was sticking. I've left that hand on, but as you can see, the non-acetone, it kind of does start to take off the ends because I've been rubbing. But that now, my hand is all clear of the Color Cure. I'll pop my little clips away. I'll pop my little cotton rounds away. Now I have nail prep, a little buffer block. One thing I did forget to get out was my little cuticle pusher. Now there are some really fancy tools that you can use. We have our beautiful deluxe kit. This is my absolute favourite. It does have some little manicure scissors. It has the clippers. It has your cuticle clippers. It has a metal spoon. Sorry, you guys can't see that. It's got the metal spoon. It doesn't come with this tool here. This is a grooming kit, a tool. It doesn't come with the black emery board, but it does come with a glass nail file. Glass nail file is beautiful for getting those finished ends before you actually do your manicure or finishing off a wrap manicure. So I'm just going to quickly, maybe I'm going to turn you around, and which means I may not be able to see comments for a little bit. I'll see how I go. But I'm going to turn you around. Does anyone have any preferences as to what colour I put on? Say hi to the cat. So I do have those colours there. I haven't pulled them out. So we have Beach Shore, we have Bubblegum Bay, we have Make It Happen, we have Past Curfew, Demure, we have Don't Mind Me, we have Fired Up. Fired Up is an awesome orange red colour. All That Jazz, which is what I've just taken off. Stiletto is like the most amazing red you have ever seen. And I won't put this one on, but I just want to show you we do have a clear coat, and you can use that to lengthen your lacquer or wraps life. So as we all know, lacquers only last, for me particularly, only for a few minutes. I was going to say it feels like a few minutes. How's that looking? Can you guys see all right there? I'm going to lift up the blinds again. Let's see if that helps. Is that lighting okay for you guys? How's that lighting? Are you thinking purple, Mel? So I've got my little lamp here. Is that in view for you guys? You won't be able to see the counter. You love Sea Meat Shore under stiletto. Oh yes, I have seen that, and it does look absolutely stunning. So I'm saying to people, if they get the Sea Meat Shore, which is like a rose goldish sparkle, if they get that and any other colour, you've effectively got 4 colours, because Sea Meat Shore over the top of any of these colours makes them look almost metallic. And if you put it underneath, it can lighten the shades and it can make them look a little bit sparkly as well. So you're getting 4 different looks if you get this and one other colour. So do you want me to do that, Alison? Do you want me to do 1 coat of Sea Meat Shore and then 1 stiletto? I'd be thrilled to do that. I can even do different colours on different nails if you like. But I just want to show you how quick it is to do. So maybe we'll do 1 Sea Meat Shore underneath stiletto. How's that sound? I'm really liking that idea. So I'm going to pretend that I have done my quick buffing, my cuticle pushback. I'm going to pretend I've done all of that because I don't want to keep you guys any longer. I have some lint-free pads and I have my nail prep cleanser. So just going to quickly, this nail prep cleanser is basically, now please bear with me, I cannot say this word. Where is the word so I can read it? Isopropyl alcohol. Okay, so it is actually mixed with a couple of other things, and it seems to be more nourishing than other items like that on the market. So just give your nails a quick wipe over to remove any oils, because like gel, oils are not your friend when it comes to a manicure. You want to replace those later. Okay, so really quickly wiping that off. You want to see Sea Meat Shore under Bubblegum Bay. Alright, so maybe I'll do 2 stiletto and 2 Bubblegum Bay, but all with the Sea Meat Shore underneath it. Now let me see if I can get the angle right to actually do this. So start to finish, I've now taken it all off. Let's pretend I didn't have anything on. And you guys can time how long this actually takes. So my tips, wipe the back of the brush completely off. So you can see there's nothing on the back of the brush. And then that big dollop you've got on the end, just tap that on the other side of the bottle so that you don't have a big glob on the other side. Alright, that's how much I say you need for doing a manicure. And I do that for each nail in most cases, unless I'm getting to my smaller fingers. Now, you don't want to touch the skin. So as a professional nail tech, they will tell you don't touch. So start a little bit way back and push up to your cuticle and straight down. Same here, let it flare straight down and don't let it touch your cuticle at all. Now you guys can see that this basically will take you as long as it takes to actually paint a mani. So if you take 15-20 minutes to paint a mani, this is how long it will take. You've just got to remember that you've got your curing in between, which is 99 seconds. So basically add 3 minutes to that mani, and that's all it takes. So I think the one you're talking about, Alison, with the Sea Meat Shore, I think they're doing 2 coats of Sea Meat Shore, but then the stiletto over the top. So I will do some with just 2 coats, and then maybe I'll do some with the 3rd one over the top, just so you can see. But as you can see, it's very easy to pop on. It's just like polish. It does actually feel a little bit thicker than a polish, but not as thick as a gel. How's that view for you guys there? Can you see that? Oh, it was Sarah that said about the bubblegum base. Sorry, I can't actually see the messages very well from here. So, yeah, is your view okay from there? How many have we got watching still? Yep, good. Excellent. I'm getting some thumbs up. All right, so that's one coat. I'm going to do my thumb as well so you can see that. And I'm going to have to pick up the camera and show you what's going on in the lamp, because obviously the view that you've got there is not so great. I didn't quite put enough of my thumb. My thumb's bigger than the other nails, so I need to put a little bit more. The other good thing about this is they say thin coats, okay? You don't want them too thin. You still want to be able to put enough on your nail that it's not completely transparent, but you also don't want it too thick. Once you put it under the lamp, if it's too thick, it will actually start to warp and bubble. It will sort of crease, start to crease up, so you'll have a really good indication as to whether or not. I'm going to turn you around again. No, I don't need to turn you around. Now we've got the auto set. All right, are you ready? Straight on. Now, my recommendation, don't put it over the metal plate at the back. See how there's a metal plate? And make sure you rotate your thumb a little, because if you have it down, the underside of your thumb won't cure. So that's all you need to do, is make sure you rotate your thumb a little bit, because this lamp basically cures in all angles, but it can't get under your hand. So if your thumb is facing down on the plate, it won't cure under there. So how easy is that, guys? That's one coat nearly done. The lamp is counting up, so 35, 36. Are you loving this? Who out there has tried this? I want some thumbs ups and some hearts. I want to know who has tried this product. This has been in Australia for not even 2 weeks yet. Some hearts. Mel, you've tried it? Alison, you've tried it? Right, so basically this is going to count up to 99, okay, and it will automatically shut off. That will be, Sarah, you've definitely tried it. When this shuts off, you can actually go and put your next coat on. Okay, so you don't need to wait for it to polymerize between coats, but you do need to do it at the end of your manicure, because you don't have to wipe off that sticky residue that you do after a gel manicure. Look how shiny they are under the lamp. So who hasn't tried it? Give me some thumbs up. Okay, so that's done. Alright, so let's see if we can get that to focus. Look at that colour. That's one coat. Alright, so it is pretty sheer, but some people like a sheer mani. Alright, I'll do some that have 2 coats. Alright, so as you can see, it was only a couple of minutes. I'm just spinning you around again so you can see. How's that angle? Is that alright? I'm going to do my pointer and my ring finger. I'm going to do 2 coats of Cement Shore. Right, so a little bit on there. Just remember, don't go too thick. If you go too thick, it will warp. The other thing I needed to show you guys is I didn't show you on the first coat, cap the ends of your nails. Always swipe the brush along the free edge of your nail and then move back down over the nail again, just to make sure it's not built up on the end. Okay, so you can see I've not got any of that on my skin. If you do happen to have very short nails and you can't cap your nails easily, I recommend that you do get some on your skin. I know that sounds a bit weird, but when you're capping, so if you turn your nails up and you wipe it like this, I'm shaking, sorry. Wipe the ends, then smooth them back over again. If you take your orange stick, okay, that's got a flat end on it, or you can use your cuticle pusher or your metal spoon. I love using the metal spoon. Now you can see, oh, bad lighting again, sorry. Okay, so can you see there that I've got it on my skin? You can actually take this on the angle and wipe it off. Okay, so I no longer have that on my skin. It's now on the stick before I pop it under the lamp. Alright, now I'm going to put the stiletto over the other one. I'll actually take photos when I'm done, so you can see, because as we can tell, the lighting's not fantastic. Actually, I'll put Bubblegum Bay. Where is that? Bubblegum Bay, which is really lovely lolly pink. It's a really creamy pink, actually. There you go. I'll pop that over the two nails that I haven't done, and you'll notice that it is actually a little lighter, but you've got the thickness and the protection. It is also self-leveling, so if you do find that you have got some marks in it, if you leave your hand just sit on the desk or on the table for a couple of seconds, up to maybe 15-20 seconds, it should self-level. So those lines that you've created with your brush should actually smooth out. If they're not smoothing out, I'm going to say I don't think you have enough on your brush, because you need it to be able to smooth back over itself. You guys can hear my kids playing in the background. It sounds like my husband's got them on the Wii, which is a bit fun for them. They haven't played that in ages. So yes, for those of you who don't know me, I am a mum of 3, and this is what I do for my work. I love it. Who doesn't love having pretty nails and getting to teach everyone else how? So there's Bubblegum Bay over Sea Meets Shore. Okay, I've done 2 coats on these nails as well. Now, because I've left this one a little bit longer, it has actually started to pull in the corners, okay? Only a little bit. So I can take my stick and get it off my skin before I pop it under the lamp. See, now it's no longer in that little crease. You want to double check everything before you pop it under the lamp. Make sure it's not on your skin anywhere, because if it's your skin, on your skin, it will actually cure on there. Alright, so I'm just going to pop you down, sorry. All these fancy tools that I'm using. Not. Any more questions while we're curing? So I'm going to do stiletto over one of those nails. I'm going to do it on the middle finger, just so you can see the difference from the Sea Meets Shore to the Bubblegum Bay. Are you guys excited by this product? I'm hoping that a few more people will watch the video back. I'm creating it so basically people can see the product, even if they're not live with me now. That's completely fine. But yeah, I just want to let people see how fantastic and how easy this product is to use. Like, I don't have to worry about that base coat. I only need 2 coats. You can see how beautiful and glossy they are. Both of those only have 2 coats. They're completely opaque. But just for a different look, I'm going to pop on a 3rd coat with the stiletto, just so you guys can see that a 3rd coat is possible. Certainly not too thick. Oh, that's another thing I could tell you. The thickness of the product is nowhere near as thick as shellac or gel. Gel can actually get quite thick depending on how many coats you're putting on. This I would liken similar to lacquer. Probably with lacquer you're still doing your base coat and your top coat for longevity. But with this you're only doing 2 coats. So the 2 coats I would probably say is similar to having a base coat, 2 colour coats of lacquer, and then a top coat. So, what do you think of that? Is that just not glorious? Or, like, look how shiny that is. Can you see how shiny it is? So shiny. Alright, I'm going to pop stiletto on. I'm going to spin you around again. All this classy equipment I'm using. Alright, I might do my middle finger, because I can take this off so easily after I've done this and doing lovely classy mani again. So, as you can see, I'm wiping the back of the brush off. And I just want to make sure there's not too much loaded on the end. Alright, pop that to the side. Alright, start a little bit back. Push up to the cuticle, but not touching the cuticle. Straight down. Same to the other side. Push up a little and let your brush flare to the sides without touching your cuticle. And the same down that side. So basically try and do it in 3 motions. So you're looking at down the center, down the side, and down the other side. And don't forget to cap your ends. Capping your ends is really important. If you don't cap your ends, that's when you're likely to have some chipping. Okay, so you want to cover up that white end on your nail. It doesn't have to be thick, but you just want to make sure that it's not extending. Like, you don't want it to be pooling on the end either, that you can actually see like a step. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you guys can see how ruby-like that is with that 2 coats under there. I'm going to pop that back under the lamp, and then I'm going to show you guys some photos after I'm done. Is that lighting any good to see how pretty that is? Maybe if I shade that. Let me see if I can do it this way. Turn it around that way. Is it better? Look how shiny it is. But you can see that sea meat shore glittery bit underneath the stiletto. So I'm just going to pop my hand in. You cannot over-cure this product. You can over-cure your gel, but you can pop your hand under the lamp as many times as you need. So I'm just curing that last one, and then I'm just going to let it sit. It's natural light in here, so I'm just going to let it sit for the 60 seconds, and then we are good to touch. We can then go about our normal everyday chores. I know, maybe you can still tell your other halves that, no, sorry, I'm useless for the next hour because I've just done my manicure. But in actual fact, you can still go and fold your clothes. You can go and make your beds. You can make the kids some lunch. You can do your daughter's hair. You can do whatever you need to do. But yeah, maybe we'll still tell them that we're useless. So where are we at? We're at 47 seconds, 48. So you know exactly how long you've got left. But as I said, 2 coats, pretty much the same as what you do for your lacquer. And you're done. And you've seen the removal, how easy that is. Have you got any more questions? I love it, Alison. Absolutely. Just to chill out, you've got to put your hands up on the armchair or something. You just can't touch anything for at least an hour. Alright, where are we at? 80 seconds, we're getting there. Any more questions? I'm hoping that the lighting and everything was okay. They're playing Mario Kart in the other room. Can you hear the coins? Bringing back some memories. Alright, so 99 seconds and off. Right. Look how shiny and beautiful that is. So, because I've had the sea meat shore on for a little bit, look, I can rub that and not damage that at all. Right, same with the bubblegum bay. I can rub that. Can you see? And look, it's completely set. I'm not going to touch the red one for a minute because that one has obviously just come out of the lamp and it needs at least 60 seconds. But again, if you get it too thick, you can just take it off as quickly as you saw me take it off and put another coat on. Another thing is, if you do happen to get a chip, I'm not going to say it's impossible to chip it. If you do happen to get a chip, I haven't tried it yet, but I believe you can actually paint straight over 1 coat of this and cover up your chip. You can actually fix chips. So really, really exciting. Can you use your True Shine gel polish and cure for only 30 seconds? Nice one, Alison. Absolutely. So as I said before, there's the 3 settings on the lamp. 99 seconds, 60 seconds, and 30 seconds. So if you already have our True Shine gel set and you have a lot of colours that you still love your gel manis, who doesn't? We still love it. I mean, you've just got to have the time to remove it. If you do have those products, yes, you can push the 30-second button on the lamp, and yes, you can cure your True Shine. So this lamp is so classy. It does everything we need it to do. I'm still working out what the 60 seconds is for. I'm wondering whether it's maybe if you've got a little bit thicker layers or something, and maybe you can just pop it under for another 60 seconds rather than the full 99 seconds. The other thing I didn't mention while we were talking about the UV LED section of it, that UV is towards the end of the actual cycle for the cure. So if you do push your 30-second, it's just using LED to start with, and then at the very end of that 30 seconds is where you'll get the UV burst. But still very safe levels. It's no different to actually using the LED lights in your home. So there you go, guys. I have a complete hand done. I can do a mani with this start to finish in 15 minutes. Out the door, done. Love it. I cannot rave about this more. And it's not just because I'm a Jamberry consultant. I am extremely excited about this product. This is so innovative. There is nothing around like it. You cannot buy this anywhere else than from your Jamberry consultant. If you have a Jamberry consultant, you need to get in contact with them. You need to say, what is this Colour Cure product? How can I get my hands on it? For me, my customers, you guys all know how to order from me. Get in contact with me. If you don't already have a Jamberry consultant, please contact me. I would love to look after you. This is our current catalogue, which will be changing in September. So we have all new products coming. Colour Cure, we currently have 10 colours and the clear. And we have another 9 colours that are coming in September. So I'm so excited. Grab yourselves a catalogue. If you don't have one, contact your consultant. If you don't have one, Olivia Scholl is my name. I would love to look after you. I have all of my links on the page. Does anyone have any questions before I go? Peter. Oh, actually, that will be Joe. Is it Peter or Joe that's joined in there? I'm not quite sure. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I highly appreciate your support. I really hope you're as excited about this product as I am. Now I have to decide what I'm actually going to put on and keep on. So I did have all that jazz with my little wraps, but I don't think I'll be leaving my nails like this. But I will take a photo of this to pop up on the page and show you guys how ruby-like that stiletto looks with that underneath. But yeah, so I'm going to go hang out with my family. But thank you so much. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Saturday. If you've got anything planned for the evening, enjoy that immensely. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you all. Thank you so much. Bye.